Okay, testing, 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, so let's jump on to the main screen. All right, so basically this is where the morning starts on some news. Looking through Benzinga to see what's popping up. Right now we have two, but neither one of them have news from today. NXTT and AYTU. Let's pop over here to Yahoo. It said the what a CEO return means for troubled United Health. Trump India has offered a trade deal with 0 tariffs. That's cool. United Health under criminal probe. Alibaba stock falls after quarterly revenue miss. Foot Locker shares rocket 80% on Dick's. Dick's is buying out Foot Locker. That is kind of big news. CoreWeave stock falls as investors digest 23 billion spending plan. Cisco stock jumps on AI boost. Okay. Oil sinks as Trump says U.S. is close to Iran nuclear deal. Okay. So we always start with the news. Federal Reserve was today, the 15th. We have a speech by Powell, Jerome H. Powell, framework review at the Thomas Labock Research Conference, Washington, D.C. We have Governor Michael Barr this afternoon, opening remarks via pre-recorded video. Okay, so that's a pre-recorded video. At the 2025 Northeast Mid-Atlantic Small Business Credit Symposium, hosted by the Federal Reserve Banks of New York, Cleveland, Philadelphia, Boston, and Richmond, and that's all virtual. Okay, today is Thursday. So let's go over the trades for so far. All right, so this is what we're looking like this month. Took some small losers, May 5th through May 6th, but I took a loss yesterday of 26 bucks. I traded something. Let's see what I traded. I traded KTTA. That's what it was. That was the only one that I saw that met my criteria. The only thing is it traded sideways all day. It literally just would not move. I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna have to cut it. So my overall risk on the trade was 33 bucks. So I stayed within those risk parameters, and just chilled out. But it just went sideways all day long. Let me go look at KTTA where it is now. KTTA. Okay, so yeah, this is where I saw it yesterday morning, popping up there, and it had came all the way back in here, and I had got a average price of 96 cents, right? 96 cents, and it just continued down. Then it popped back up during the open. Let me zoom out just a little bit because that hurt my eyes. Okay, so yeah, I got in average price at 96 cents, looking for that dollar break. It came up 96 cents. I was still holding, came back up 96 cents, came back up 96 cents, broke $1, and I was looking for that dollar to hold. Came back down, but it was still holding our ATR high. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to stop out yet. And then it came back up, got up here to $1, got up to $1.04. I'm like, okay, now we're going to get the moving. Dropped, came back up, dropped, and it just did this all day. And it actually jumped my stop here on this little fall down. It dropped from 98 cents all the way down here to 88 cents. It jumped my stop, and I was able to cancel my stop before it got too much volume in here, and then it popped right back up, came back up to 99, and it just played like that all day long. So I ended up stopping out right here on, end of the day, right up in here somewhere, with a $26 loss, and I was like, all right, whatever. Just let it die. Now, the ATR that I wanted it to test was all the way up here at the 116, this little bubble here. 116 is where I was looking for it to just shoot up, and I was going to be selling up there. It would have been 200 bucks and, get on down. But did not happen that way. Just a lot of sideways chop. This morning, though, we're waiting. It is now 6:02, so now trading is legal in the TOS. We can't start trading until 6. I'm on Central Standard Time, so now I can trade, and just waiting for something with catalyst to pop through. Waiting for something with the catalyst. So mainly this pre-market trading is focused on small caps and small floats. If it's a large float, I'm not touching it. Even if it has a catalyst, I'm like, there's more juice to be squeezed when I'm trading the low floats that can move, 20, 30, 40, 50 cents. You trading a chop factory like a high float or something with a very high outstanding shares, I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for that. And even like you see this one was a low float, but it just went sideways. That was the only issue here. And if I did hold this all the way down here to 83 something cents, it would have been down, I had 1,000 shares. So I got 1,000 shares at 96 cents, and I just let it play. But if I did hold that, let's see. So I know 89.90 cents would have been about a $60 loss. So another, what is that? 7 cents on 1,000 shares. That's another 70 bucks. I would have been down like 100 something bucks if I held that into the aftermarket. I was like, nah, let me just go in and get out. If it doesn't want to do it during the day, there's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. But yeah, just looking around right now, AYTU with no catalyst is the thing that is, kind of trading us the same type of choppy type style here because there's no catalyst. No one knows what to do with it. Bitcoin pulling back to these tops here around 100K. Okay with that. Looking to be able to invest more into some cryptos before it fully breaks, if it does want to come back down a little bit. NQ, we see it took a little bit of a swoop down from the ATRs as well. Let me go back here to 15 minute. Okay. So yeah, it came back up to a previous line. It looks like we marked up there at 21,534. It hasn't quite touched it yet. Has it gapped up over the 20K, really big gap up. So I'm wondering, is it going to just consolidate here until the next piece of good news comes out? Of course, with that India deal with no tariffs, that would be great. India is a very large importer for us, and no tariffs on that. China's gonna be like, oh man, their palms are gonna be sweating. Like, man, they don't gotta pay nothing. Oh boy. But at this point, this is just a patient game, waiting for something to pop through with Catalyst, getting a little bit of a nice RVOL, you know. And these two only have what, 7 million and 5 million. So let's see if anything can overcome that. Hopefully you guys have been having a good week too. Just squeezing out some profits from the market early in the day and getting on down. All right, I'm going to give me some water. Come back and see if anything's actually doing anything. I see CREV up there cranking, but looking for that catalyst, bro. That catalyst was from yesterday. It is pushing though. Whatever is happening over there, CREV is moving. We'll see if it updates with some type of news. So yesterday's news on CRV is that it recorded a revenue results 2024. So yeah, it is. So TOS popped it up pretty quick. Um, TOS popped that up pretty quick. couple of seconds after it was seen over here, but interesting. But anyway, I'm about to go and make sure. Oh, I need to get some water. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. Dun, dun, dun. So right now we got Creve. Let's go with Creve here. CREV, no news. Already forming those wicks. So it came up here to 420, popped up to 556, and now, you know, getting those wicks out of there. Can we see something pop with some news though? So right now the criteria, I kind of just been playing around with this criteria to see, you know, what pops up. Got my shares float, shares outstanding 10 million. Then I got my volume looking for at least 1 million. RVol, you know, I change it sometimes, but I mean, it just shows up beside the ticker. So either way it goes, I don't know if I need to filter by that and be like, hey, I want to have this RVol. I definitely want to see the RVol. And then percent gain, I just have it at 0. So if it drops below 0, it just disappears. But as long as it's upward motion and it has catalyst, we'll see about it. We'll see about it. $6.17. See if anything wants to come up and challenge these. None of these are over 10 million. Let's go back over SPY. So it says it's down. So. So just watching Creve die out. Almost a 2 million shares traded, no catalyst, just kind of the only thing that is taking attention right now. Maybe sometime later on in the day it'll actually come out with news, but if it does, great. It'll have a reason to continue higher. But for now, it is a part of the untouchables. See it come back below this 350 level. Maybe something else will come up. But good morning to everybody that's tuning in. I know it's kind of early, but since it is, you can go ahead and hit that like button. I usually say that during the end of the stream, but I just always forget. Good morning, Donnell. You seeing anything other than AYTU and CREV that has any catalysts? Not seeing anything right now. NXTD. These are the only three that I see. Just waiting for something to pop in there. Go on down there. Gonna fall back on the ATR high. Let something else catch that attention. Hmm. What's going on down? Just repeating that same slam pattern 2 times. 2 topping tails up there. No catalyst. So very hard for it to be able to overcome any of that. Catalyst though. AYTU, 6 million shares. Did it just receive news or something? Did not. All right, is it gonna start forming those big wicks? I'm wondering, like, I'm waiting for some type of news update on AYTU. It just seems kind of weird that it doesn't have that. Just started pounding up, but now it's getting that top and tail wick. So this was kind of like a gap down a little bit, maybe. Where it opened up down here, and it definitely filled the gap, and now leaving us with a nice top and tail wick again. So this is why, you know, no catalyst is, but it has no catalyst, but you can see why we trade low floats, right? Low floats, low outstanding shares. You see this thing moved from 180 all the way up here to 223 on no catalyst, right? So that's why we kind of stay away from higher floats, because they just don't have this potential. They have the potential to do these big wicks and snap back on you. They have more potential to do that than to get a continuation where you can actually get shares filled and get out. But right now it's sitting at $2. That was from yesterday though, Donnell. That was from yesterday afternoon. Yeah, I see that right there. I'm looking for something that's today. Today news. Back under the two. Gonna close this candle in about, and these are 15-minute candles. These aren't 1 minute candles, 15-minute candles that I'm looking at. I'm gonna close this candle in about 15 seconds. And it's gonna leave us with a nice big topping tail coming back into getting pushed all the way back to where this point of control was of the 1.8, or what is this point of control? 198. Well, even below that. There's the open. Let's see if it'll come on down. Trade within this, under this 180 mark. If I was a short, I would be on it. Doesn't have any news. It had news yesterday. People are excited for things ripping, but no news, no fear. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Right back into this section. You said today at 317. What? Where are you seeing that news at? Wait, was I looking at the wrong? Was I looking at the wrong ticker? What is this? Calendar? No. We're looking at AYTU. Yeah, AYTU. This is all of their stuff. I don't see anything from 3 anything today. Not seeing any of it. Let me go look at Yahoo. See if that's where you're looking. What is this? AYTU. AYTU. This was 4 hours ago, but this is a repeat of what the actual press release was from 15 hours ago. It's just a repeat. That's the only issue. I don't want to repeat. I want live new news. I want that fresh stuff. Fresh press release. So looking for this one to get under this 187 down here as well. Nothing new popping up just yet. Krebs still working its way back under this ATR high. Only up 18% now, which is not great. up some. Let's see what just popped in. Something pop up? Nope. Oh, it's this thing. Keeps popping in and off. Okay. NXTT keeps popping in and out. Nothing. Oh, Thursday morning. Just looking for a little blessing this morning. Get on down there, big boy. 187 crash out. So these top three don't have a catalyst, but if there's a fourth, where's that top four? Where's that fourth one? The ram in the bush. Pretty high R ball. So this R ball, so this is what I try not to do is look at specific variables. I want all my variables to be there. This R ball is great, right? This percent change is great. You know, volume is great. There's a lot of, it's got a lot of singular things that are great, but it doesn't have everything. So just like, I don't want it. I don't want it. You went to FinViz, repeated today? Yeah. Yeah, they repeated the news of their good earnings. They're trying to make as much money off of that as possible. FinViz, let's see. Do I have my FinViz up here? Maybe. Maybe not. Did I spell that wrong? AYTU. FinViz. Yeah. Just repeated. This is Access Wire. And then this is Guru Focus. And they're saying the same thing. No change. It says earnings call highlights. The actual earnings call was yesterday or whatnot. And then with CREV, so we had yesterday Carbon announces record, and they haven't got anything from other than that. Wow, this is a kind of slow pre-market. Maybe we're gonna see something big during intraday if pre-market is this slow. AUYT getting on up there towards 10 million shares in pre-market with no catalyst. People just trading it just to be trading it. Looking for it to crash out of this 187 with no catalyst. I'm thinking all of this is a trap. Everything that's doing right now is a trap. I don't have any confidence to hold something like that. Not only that, you know, with this top and tail looking like this, it's like, I don't know. People just trading to be trading it. But I'm good. I'll sit back and wait. Just hit 10 million shares there. Throwing up another little wick candle. 198 will be going back red on this 15 minute. See if it gets a snatch down. No confidence. High R vol with no catalyst. Back under 2. Goodbye. Ghostwind said click penny stop top spot. CLIK. Oh, this is a penny stock. Oh yeah. Let's see. I see what you got going on over here. This one 56. I don't know. Oh, my TOS is just not set for these types. It just crossed over, so it should be popping up. Is it a low float though? Is click a low float? Is a question. It is not. It is not. Let's go see if it has any type of catalyst on it, but it is definitely not a low float. CLIK. Click has news on today. Signs cooperation agreement with Flash Mutual. Let's go down and look at this. So it's got a float of about 19 million. It's got a where's this outstanding shares? Growth, long shares outstanding. Shares outstanding 3168. Too high for me. Too high for my blood. It's up 191%. They're gonna be cheap like that. They gotta be a stupid low float so they can move. Give me 10 cents. Give me 20 cents. Something like that. What were we looking at? AU. We're looking at AYTU. Oh, this one, no catalyst and all that stuff coming back down. Yep. Coming back under 2. And then CREV looking to crash out as well. Click. Moved from 27 cents up here to 88 cents. On some cooperation news. Was that all of their news or did they have something else? Let me see. Okay, so there's a bunch of repeating statements here. Click signs cooperation, sign the cooperation, statement for an issuer. All this happened today? No, that's May 10th. All of this. Oh my goodness. Is this a Chinese stock? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this Asian stock? Click holdings. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely out of my scope. It's got two factors that have cost me money too many times. So yeah, click out of Hong Kong. Who's holding this thing? Top institutional holders is, I promise, UBS Group holds everything, no matter if it's good or bad. They got some of everything. they they don't even care, bro. Oh man, that's insane. They do not care. They just buy stuff. Float. Look at that float. 129.6K. Definitely not a low float. AYTU struggling to hold that too. It's just kind of stuck there. Got wicks going both ways. Yeah, it's up 212%, but that, yeah, it's like does it have the other variables? Like you're looking at one variable, which is percent gain, but like what's the float? Where is it located? Is this thing gonna take your soul out of your chest? You know, those are questions that I ask myself on a daily basis. It's like, bruh, this is a big red flag. You know, some flag patterns are great because it's letting you know, hey, we're here, ready for the next move. And then some flags, it's like, nah, this is a Chinese red flag. We're out here marching. We just want you to join the party so we can dive through the floor. And that is not what I want to be a part of. But, well, no, I mean, there is no but. It's a Chinese stock, so maybe it would have been better if it was somewhere else like Norwegian or Sweden or somewhere else, India. But yeah, Chinese and Israeli stocks, nah, I'm good. I'm good. And I'm wondering, is that going to be a thing for today? Are the other Chinese stocks going to come out like MLGO and Hollow? They all usually pop at the same time. What's another one? Um, ZKIN, I believe was one of them. There was a couple of them that was like Chinese stocks, but I just can't remember them off my head. AYTU back under $2. Go ahead and crash out that 187 for us. Still nothing with catalyst today. So click is down a couple cents. Come on down, buddy. Your point of control is all the way down here at 57 cents. So are you going to move that up? Look at these volume bars here. Nobody's taking action like they were down here, huh? Wonder why. Looks like they all got their what they wanted down here. And everybody that's participating up here, the small fries. It's got 61 million shares. So if this is the point of control, majority of that 61 was traded in here at 57. So that's a 20-cent gain. Now if they got in with, you know, a million shares or something, because with 61 million shares traded, all the big traders could have got at least, you know, 20,000, 30,000 shares. 40,000 shares. Everybody's not getting a million, but you know, getting that rip and then them selling on top of you all the way back to this. Yeah, somebody made money, just not the retail. Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's kind of a dead day, huh? Yeah, I'm thinking something big is gonna happen during intraday. If pre-market is this dead, crazy. Came back up here, fully filled this gap, wicks everywhere, couldn't even get a body above it. Now it's ready to phone home. Man, Click is just peddling the volume today. 63 million shares traded. You know, I was talking to Donnell yesterday about sub penny stock or sub dollar stocks. And yesterday we were trading, what was it? Oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of it. That's how quickly these things just fade out of my brain. Okay, yesterday, this one, what was it? KTTA. It started off over $1, and I was thinking, hey man, this thing could definitely make a move, maybe. But yeah, it just could not hold that dollar up, and I had to jump on out of there. Just went sideways. Now I know I could have taken profit. You know, I was in at 96 cents. It went up to $1.05, but it had an ATR of 30 cents. So I was like, okay, well, if this thing has ATR of 30 cents, can it expand on it? You know, can it go up to $1.25, $1.16 up here to this ATR high? And it just couldn't. So I went ahead and jumped on out of there before the loss got too bad. 26 bucks. Okay, there goes ATU. Diving on down there. Touching the bottom of that 187. Small breakdown. But I think it can continue. Then we got this one, Crev. CV, not even having any motion anymore, just kind of sitting still. Anything else? Anything else that we can see that may give us the ride of the day or the ride of the pre-market? I would love to get this done during pre-market. But if it ain't there, it ain't there. It doesn't mean it's a no trade day. Something can still pop up and I can play it, but you know, I trade these sessions differently. During pre-market, I trade the 1 minute chart. During intraday, I trade the 15-minute chart. So looking at that 15, looking for it to align the way that I want to, entering for the move. Low of this was 71 cents. Still, this volume is super light compared to where it came from. Are any buyers going to come? I wonder what buyers just jump in if it just breaks over 83. Will they just jump in and more volume comes in? I don't know. It just looks like it's got some work to do. Oh, something. What was that? It popped up. What was that? What was that? What was that? Oh man, this thing keeps fooling me. NXTT. I might change this to be get over. Let's see, get over. Change percent. Let's see you over 2%. Because it just keeps popping on there. I'm like, what are you doing? Okay. AYTU. Come on. Really? What just happened? How did it, bro? It popped up to 2%. I literally just changed this. It just really wants to be on the scanner. It doesn't even have a catalyst or anything. It just keeps popping up. Well, maybe it's meant to be there then. Maybe I'll just leave it at 0. Let's go previous. Let's just change you back to, we'll change it to -5. If it drops below -5, then I don't even know what that thing is. NXTT. It's not showing up on my TOS scanner. NXTT. Ugh. What is this? What is this? No catalyst though. Dropped yesterday, dropped today. And yeah, definitely into a downtrend down there to the bottom. I wish I had something. What kind of catalyst is this? Press releases. Why has it got news on GRYP? What? Why? Oh, Bitcoin. But Bitcoin's coming down, so it's gonna lose its sentiment. Let me look back at Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is coming back to this flat top. Click bouncing on up there. Still see that volume. Like I said, I was wondering if people were just gonna jump in if it went for a breakout. Let's see, it went from 71 to 85. What was this ATR yesterday? ATR yesterday is 16 cents. So it has definitely moved all of that and kind of broke the mold there. If this is going to be the leader on the day, though, it is what it is. Look at that. Did you just see that volume pop right there? There's some volume that popped up here, right here. Waiting for it. Point of control moved up to 60 cents now from 57. Almost to $1. Dollar bill. $71 million shares. If this is gonna lead the day, bro, come on. We need something. Need something better. I'm not gonna lie. 100 million shares in pre-market is a lot of people watching this TV channel. A lot of people. So we're about to come on into the 7 o'clock hour in 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes. We'll see if anything new pops through. 2 minutes left. Top of the hour coming up. The only problem is, even if it does pop up with 1 million shares or something like that, you know, how is it going to draw attention away from Click, right? Because Click has a catalyst. People looked at it and they were just jumping in. So, you know, if something comes behind it, our eyes going to be attracted over there to something else. All right. 15 seconds. Let's see if anything pops through. $7. Will something eat them up? Or something with a minimum of 1 million shares traded, 10 million shares float, 10 million outstanding, above -5%. RVOL, I haven't really decided if I want to filter by RVOL, so I kind of just put it at 0. Price above 75 cents on this one. Now I do have another scanner on TOS for things cheaper than $1, you know. So, but I want to see low floats. If it's gonna be cheap, I want something that can move 10, 20, 40 cents. At this point, let's say this was the original candle. You got to. So let's this was a 15-minute candle. Let's jump to the 1 minute. Let's move back a little bit. So this was the original candle. 27 cents up here to 37 cents. Okay. You get this pop. Oh, something just popped in. Let's see what just came up. ICCT, no. We don't have news on the day. Top 4 stocks just leaving me hanging here. Okay. It's like it's going to be one of those patient days. But what was I saying? On Click. So this one moved from 27 up here to 38. Took a little dip on the 1 minute. Not a whole lot of thinking time there. 40 all the way up to 62. So that's 20 cents. Then it had a pullback, and you would think, hey, this thing may be done pulling back. Here's a little green candle. Nope, continue down. Then came back up. So this was kind of a little bit unpredictable, especially with all these doji candles in here on the 1 minute and no real pattern. So, you know, pop up, still no pattern. Came up to a topping tail on the 1 minute, which does show a little bit of, hey, this thing wants to go down. Then we got a downward push type move, and then we got green, but never did break a new high and continue down. Yeah, it's not a lot of predictability there. Then it came back up to this flat top, 64, 60 something cents. Faked out, multiple fakes. So you would have just had to hold through this. Bounced up to 88. Again, very unpredictable. Back in here again. Didn't really, well, I guess it did give a hangman candle right there. Moved down, moved back up, kind of broke out again. A lot of unpredictability in here. A lot of ways to get, ran through the ringer. Came back up, boom, boom, boom. Then it did, look at this. It did a gravestone candle and then came right back and blew through it. That signal is a signal that it's going down. So it was breaking patterns that should have been going in the other way, going downward. So I guess that's just the high volume breaking those patterns there. That's yeah, kind of crazy. AYTU still dying. Crave. Oh yeah, man. This is the only thing about pre-markets. I'm like, man, I just waiting for the breaking news, and if it doesn't come, it's okay. Still green on the week, still green on the month, but it's just time that I'm looking over this market. Was really wanting something to pop at the top of the hour, but yeah, just not seeing it yet. There's a little sell out there. Still point of control down here at 60 cents. When you zoom into these, that's when you see the unpredictability. That's when you see, oh wow, patterns aren't working on this. This thing is just straight up, and now you can kind of see it clear where that volume is and how, this volume up here still doesn't compare to what happened down here at 60%, or not 60%, 60 cents. So it's having to come down and check in. Crazy thing is, even up here on these little congestions, there's not a real downward signal. Like here, we got, top and tail right there. It was telling us, hey, something's going down. But here, there's like no downward signal. It just kind of grinded down. No top and tail. Here, we had a green, little bit of top and tail up there, but we didn't know if that was going to work because it went down, tried to go up, went down, tried to go up. So it's just, yeah, not playing like like there are professionals in here that know patterns or trading patterns. All right. Yeah, some of these 1 minute charts look drastic. They look real bad. Tragic almost. What am I trying to do? Trying to switch back over to the 15. Let's go see what the NQ is doing here. It's 707. So yeah, one thing you'll get from this stream is yeah, I'm not trading everything that's moving. I'm looking for things that meet my variables, and that's it every day. My risk, I use $33 risk. Sometimes I make 100, sometimes I make 150, sometimes I make 200. Off of a $33 risk. So I'm like, I'll take that profit. I'll be grateful. But also, if I see signals that there's going to be a turnaround, I'm also grateful. I'm going to be like, yeah, let me go ahead and then, this does not look great. Let me go ahead and get on up out of here. Especially during pre-market. This is the beginning of the day. If I can make it in the beginning of the day, $100, $150, I'm not giving that back. I'm going to take it. If I can make close to 100, I'm going to take it. It's my lunch money for the day. Because I'm still going to work during the day after. So either way it goes, afterwards, I'm going to make money anyway. But if it's the middle or the intraday, I'm more willing to hold on the 15-minute. Hold for that move higher. Pre-market, man, I'm just lining the pockets at that point. if there's something that if there's something that meets up with the criteria. CRE, small little pop back up here. I'm still kind of on the fence about the whole Benzinga thing. I'm seeing a lot of these stocks over here on TOS. But Benzinga having everything in one place. That's the only, and having the RVOL actually calculated over here and being able to filter by RVOL and filter. That's what I didn't do. We never did deep dive through this Benzinga thing, did we? So let's go ahead and open some stuff up. So we got our news feed where we can enter in whatever ticker and find out what news is coming out. You know, we can see all of our news. Details, y'all have been seeing the details. That's where I look at the news over here. They have where you can see the SEC filings, the press releases, BZ Wire, BZ Signals, and partnerships. What is that? Partnerships? Why is it cutting it off like that? Partner news. Okay, so anybody that's partnered with them, let me see that there too. What else we looking at? Then we have the calendar, which I mean that you know, you can just bring out of this whatever you want to bring in here. You can select by sector, volume, market cap, quotes. I don't know what surprise percent revenue is. I don't know what, so I haven't really looked into this calendar, but that's interesting. Surprise percent, importance, footnotes. I don't know what all that is. Time announced, time frame. Interesting. Let me check on this. Link to, so I can link this all to one tool. Now you can pop these tools out. They pop out in a browser. So, you know, if you want to pop them out, you can, but I just don't see a need because I only use the scanner. And the scanner doesn't come with the cheaper versions of this. So watch list. Let's go pop those watch lists out. Watch list. So if I was going to put in some, let's see, configure alerts for a watch list. What do the alerts look like? Sound alerts. Can I receive an email separate from real time? This is the other thing I want them to work on. Get faster alerting to like mobile devices. Get faster alerting to emails, because this right here, separate from real-time alerts, a daily digest of the day's happenings, right? We're day trading. We don't need a daily digest. We need a right now alert, right? Real-time alert. And then this one says you can receive real-time alert of press releases, but for their scanners and stuff, it only gives you that little sound right now. But the scanner is in beta, I will say that. So yeah, you can get press releases, alerts, and things like that for a watch list. But a lot of times, what's on your watch list is different from what's on the scanner. The scanner is scanning all this stuff. The watch list is static. The scanner is dynamic. So, you know, I would rather have the scanner give me that alert. Hey, there's a new press release. Hey, there's a news, whatever, right? What's the next thing? Movers. Oh, this is kind of like their own scanner, their mover scanner, which, yeah, it's all right. I'd rather just make my own scanner. Let's see, what else? Charting. Of course, they got the charts out here as well. Kind of looks like they're using, is that TradingView charts? Yeah, TradingView charts on here. So if you're used to using TradingView charts, that's what they got. What else? Insiders. Do I even have that? Okay, yeah. Some of these features are locked still because I'm not on the paid version just yet. Insider trading and all that stuff. Not insider trading, but insider transactions. Let me rephrase that. Not insider trading. Insider transactions. All right. And when they were filed. So let me see what this is. Can I move this? I can move it back that way, but I can't seem to see all of this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so when they were actually filed, multiple insider buys. You can separate this by multiple insider buys, penny stock buys, insider trade. Well, I guess there is insider trade. My bad. All right, insider purchases, insider purchases, officer purchases, CEO, CFO, insider sales, insider above 100K. So they got all of these little things in here that what insiders are doing. Can I search by a particular? Well, it doesn't look like I can search by a particular. Let's see, nope. A specific ticker is what I'm looking to do. I don't see that last updated. Yeah, I don't see that I can do that here. But you can see what has changed on the day, and you can filter by the date here of what the insiders are on there. Anyway, let's jump over to, so we did all of that. Let's go to graphs. Graphs are kind of like the heat maps in TOS. We got heat map, we got the pie charts. Let's see. Did I just free? Oh, wow. Yeah, that's too much information. Okay, let's go back. Well, that thing froze up on me when I opened that up. Let's go to bar. Okay, not too helpful. The heat map is more helpful. Waterfall, what is waterfall? Kind of freezes when I open these up. Kind of scares me. Okay, there we go. Sand key. Way too much information. Information overload, scatter applied lines, analyst ratings, and analyst gauge. Guess I'll have to choose the specific ticker that I wanted. Like, let's just go to ICCT. Sell. Let's go to NVIDIA. Okay, buy. Okay, so I'm just making sure it works. I mean, this is not in beta, so it should actually work. What am I on? Or no, graph is in beta. Never mind. So I can break this possibly. You could do the period, historical, current, whatever. Let's go to the next thing. So we got Benzinga AI. Guessing you can ask it anything. Show me healthcare stocks. Is SPY showing overbought signals? Okay, what can I ask it? What can I ask it? What was NVIDIA's last or 52-week low? Thinking about it. What do you? No, I'm just kidding. It's gonna think about it. Let's go see what it's gonna give us. Okay. As of May 14th, the available data does not provide an exact 52-week low for NVIDIA. I can confirm that the closing price on that date was 130, 135. That's yesterday. No. 52-week low. Interesting. So it's still kind of learning how to think, huh? Okay, what's another? What is the float and RVOL of one of these that are on this ticker here? Let's see. Come down. What was the NXTT of NXTT? I think that was one of them. Maybe it didn't. One moment. Gathering key details. Considering multiple agents. Okay. It's making some phone calls. Making it concise and actionable. Okay, literally, come on now. All right, let's see what it gives me. I currently do not have the specific float. Relative volume. Why did they put a period in there? Did I put a period in there? Follow up video. I didn't put a period in there. It inserted a period for some reason. Interesting. Okay, let's see. So I can't go back and edit a chat. So I can't like click off to the side like with Chat GPT. So this is that seems like their own engine of some type. Because it's definitely not working like a Chat GPT. Anyway, go back Benzinga, AI. Anyway, I'll continue to play with that and see what I can break. Let's see, chat. Oh, they have their own Benzinga chat too. I forgot about that. I never look at this, but they put all kind of good information in here about what's going on in the market. A lot of times you can't just take it, you know, as the only thing. People are just talking. You see what they're talking about, see what people are circulating, go check it out for yourself, and then take action with a plan. Research. I don't think this is unlocked for me. Nope. I would need to pay for it for whatever is in this trading school. Get exclusive peek at all Benzinga portfolios with Benzinga universe. Okay. Research. Sense the market. Is that locked for me too? Nope. Okay. Let's go check out. Yeah, let's do NVIDIA. I'll make this a little bit bigger. Might need to pop it out. Pop out tool. Pop out tool. Let's see what you got here. Click heading up to $1. Dollar General. Iron Condor. So exclusive trade options signals today's market sentiment. Top 10 most traded: Tesla, Nvidia, Boeing, or what is BKNG? I don't even know what that is. RTX, Microsoft, Netflix, SPY, TSM, iBid, and Apple, or App. That's not really Apple. So yeah, they give you a little percentage, bearish, bullish, and all these little fun things to look through on here in the sense of market. Let's go to beta chart. Move that over here. Can I move this? Okay. And oh wow, let's try this over again. Actually, let's just open it up in a new chart. Create workspace. So you actually create workspaces on here. You can save your workspaces or whatnot. This does not look like the chart. This is their regular chart. I want the beta chart, the one they're working on. Chart, beta chart. There we go. Okay. Apple doesn't have as many tools. Not just looking at it, doesn't have that as many tools as the trading view, but that makes sense. They have drawing tools, draw Fibonacci's and all that good stuff. Looks like their elliptical actually works, you know, and I draw them on TOS sometimes. It gives me all types of issues trying to draw on a chart. But we'll see. I really still like TOS's charts because I can script with them. Now, if I'm scrolling through here and I see that I can create studies, you know, create scripts for this, that's gonna start changing the game. Save group, grid, all these chart types you have. So they got candles, bars, colors, all this crazy stuff. Heiken Ashi, Kagi or Kaji. Line break, wrinkle. So yeah, that's pretty much. They got a lot of stuff in beta. I like the platform. I do, having everything in one place, kind of dope. And you can also save these workspaces as you want. So you can have, this one is my pre-market scanner, right? So, but I can create like, anything else, intraday scanners or whatever other workspaces that I want, and I can pop them out and put them in other places. Now, the only thing that I don't know is if I pop something out, like with TOS, if I pop something out and put it somewhere, it'll open back up on the next time that I open it. I don't know if that's the case with this because I don't think that's a part of permissions to be able to open pop-ups on the screen. I don't know. Let me just pop something out and see. Pop out tool. Okay. And I'm going to, yeah. I don't know if that's going to be effective. An effective test if I just were to save beta chart as this. Go in there, save this in layouts, and then current. No, it's going to save the whole thing. I wanted to select. Oh boy, I didn't mean to start a whole new layout. Okay, didn't mean to do that. Well, let me go back to whatever was layouts. Load. And it didn't even affect this other one over here, so nothing happened. And I didn't save that other workspace, so yeah. Some other, what? Oh no. Well, let me change this back to what it was. That was before I forgot to save what I had. Let's see, price. Share float. This is about the same. Why is it oh, the price. Okay, I had put it in here. 75. Okay, I think that's the only change that I needed. So I will save that. And I will go up here to my layouts and save that. Update layout. And bam, and it should update to, yeah, 726. Okay. So yeah, looked around the market. We saw what was called out, click, going up there to $1. Other than that, I'm still kind of looking. If click is going to lead the way, I mean, it's got 161 million shares traded in pre-market. So that is some heavy TV watching. Heavy. Right? I mean, click is definitely taking the day. AYTU, Krev, all of these not even on the map. Not even on the map. So looks like we're going to have to see what happens towards the open. But I'm about to get ready to start getting up out of here. I got to commute. So yeah, if you're going to continue trading, definitely keep your head on a swivel. I kind of showed you what my criteria are. And but yeah, if you have a plan of action for something like this, great. But I know one thing, you really can't be greedy. This is for, like, really taking some nice size, and trying to get what was the ATR for this? 16 cents yesterday. Maybe taking 2 cents. If you're taking 20,000 shares or something, 30,000 shares, 2 cent win. Let's see how much that would be. 20,000 times a 2 cent win is $400. But that position, 20,000 at prices down here at 60 cents. So times 60 cents be about $12,000. Now up here, 20,000 shares would be $20,000 basically. 10,000 shares times 2 cents, you'll be making $200. So yeah, you definitely need to kind of oversize, and that's yeah, that's not my end goal. I want to keep my size where I can keep my risk manageable. where it doesn't kill me if it does go against me a little bit. All right. Because think about it, just like you can make 200 bucks to the upside with a 2-cent move. Well, what happened to these people right here that had 20,000 and it dropped from 92 down here to 75, right? That's a 20-cent drop on 20,000 shares. That's, let's see what that is. 20,000 times, let's say 20 cents. Yeah, so that risk right there, I don't know. Now, yes, it did recover, but how do you know it was going to recover, right? It's like 4,000 starting the day down 4,000 is yeah. That's not what I want to be doing. Anyway, I am about to get out of here. We can continue the conversations in Discord. That's where we usually continue. We talk about everything, literally dividends, crypto, stock, long-term investing, day trading. We talk about everything. So it's not much that we don't cover. So if you have any questions or have any other kind of qualms or whatever, you have any trade ideas or whatever, just definitely jump in there. Also, if you have trade ideas, have a thesis. Why are you taking this trade? What if it's a dividend play? Okay, well, have you checked the financials? Have you checked why? We want to know why you're taking the trade, right? What actually caused you? You got to sell yourself on the trade, right? And the market has to sell itself to you. This thing is good enough for you. That's what the market has to do, and it has to make you a buyer, right? A lot of people become buyers without even hearing the pitch. It's like, oh yeah, we are moving upwards. Buy me. It's like, nah, we wanna have a reason. We wanna have some reason there, for to be a buyer. It's just like real life. Would you just buy a car, right? Just purchase a car for no reason. You're just sitting on the lot, and it wasn't one that you were looking at. It just popped up, and you're like, yeah, I'm buying that off the rip. You're not going to do that. So it's the same thing in trading, and it would be a trade. You trade your cash for the car, right? It's the same thing. It has to sell itself to you as something that is purchasable. And it's got to meet your criteria. Check the Carfax. Has this thing been wrecked multiple times? Does it have a history of wrecking people? Is it a Grim Reaper? Does it take souls? All of that. But anyway, I got to get up out of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in for sure. I'm going to keep my head on a swivel. I'll be back tomorrow pre-market. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.